guys. Slug's a tough act to follow, but here goes nothing. Welcome back, Dog Coffee Guitar, episode 5. As you can tell, Slug's totally excited. I'm totally excited to show you what's on the guitar stand today and to teach you one of my favorite scale exercises. I am ready to roll. It is a beautiful day in Philadelphia, so here goes nothing, guys. 2005 Gibson Les Paul Sunburst. I've had this guitar forever. Go back to episode 1, watch episode 1. I'll give you the whole spiel of how much I love this guitar and etc, 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 etc. But also in episode 1, you learn why you never let the drummer in charge of the van or the food supply, and why squirrels in Virginia are totally dangerous. They will ransack, they will steal all your wheat thins. Find out in episode 1, but let's get to this. I've had this guitar since I was in high school, which was a long time ago, all of a sudden. It's got a satin finish. If you can find yourself a Les Paul standard with a satin finish, they're the fastest necks. Check it out. I've like worn all the paint off of this thing. I love it so much. It's one of the fastest necks of any Les Paul that I've ever played. I'm glad it's mine. And I'm going to give you this exercise. I learned this exercise. My guitar teacher, when I was about 12 or 13 years old, showed me this thing, and we were doing basically only AC/DC songs. And that was not his fault. That was my fault. I just brought in an AC/DC CD every single week, and my parents were just paying this guy to teach me all the AC/DC songs. And so I was kind of stuck in like a pentatonic box or a couple of pentatonic boxes, and I guess I brought in like the Let There Be Rock CD one time, and he was like, "Rick, no more. Can't do it anymore, man. I got to show you something different." And he shows me this exercise that helped me more than any exercise I've ever learned, and how the scales and arpeggios are connected around the fretboard. So I want to share this with you guys today, and also it's going to help you with your 16th note picking. We are not doing any hammer-ons or pull-offs in this exercise. So all picking all the time. Throw on a metronome. I had this one at about 120 beats per minute. So run through that, and see, exercise aside, see how long you can pick straight 16th notes at 120 beats per minute before you get tired. This exercise will hopefully build up some endurance and teach you how these scales get connected. So here we go, step by step. I'm going to cut it down to halftime real quick. So I'm going to show you this exercise, and really I'll show you how helpful it has been ever since that I've been doing this exercise. I've been doing this exercise almost every day for about 15 years now, and it is something that has helped me connect the dots. When I was stuck in this box here, I'm sure a lot of you, if you're watching this, are feeling stuck in the box. This was the first thing that I ever learned that kind of made me connect arpeggios and connect scale shapes around. In addition to, like I said, it being a great picking exercise, it really will help you see the fretboard. So another trick, call back from episode 4, I taught you guys the pinky trick. Watch episode 4 if you don't know what I'm talking about. The pinky trick is this. If you're playing a minor pentatonic scale, you can find your relative major pentatonic simply by figuring out where the pinky lands. So if we're in A minor, put your pinky down. Now we know we're actually in the key of C major. If you're in the key of D minor, you're actually in the key of F major. And if you start and end on the pinky finger, that D minor pentatonic becomes. It becomes an F major scale. If you're in the A minor, like I said, it's C, G minor would be B flat, F minor would be A flat, so on and so forth. Wherever that pinky lands, that's our relative major key. Okay. So we're gonna start on that major root C. And we're gonna go like this. So right off the bat, we are alternate picking, and then we're going to economy pick. Economy pick means we're going to pick in the direction that we're moving. To me, should be called common sense picking. If you've got two strings that are adjacent, and you got the A string and the D string, there's no need to pick the A string, hop over the D and pick it up just for the sake of keeping up alternate picking. If that's the case, just pick them both as down picks. So we're going to go down, up, down, down, down. Down, down, down. So we're going to have the pinky on the 8th fret of the E, and we're going to up pick the 5th fret of the E. Back to the 8th fret, down, 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 down. That ring finger is going to bar, and you're going to get 7th fret A, 7th fret D. Now we're going to do another down pick. The 5th fret of the G. Alternate pick to 4th fret G. That's a B note. In our major scale, the B note is the 7th. Right? It's the 2nd note of the minor scale or the 7th note of the major scale. The 7th and the 4th of the major scale are the 2 notes that are removed. They sound like this together. F and B. You see why? They clash. They clash, so we remove them. That's why, the pentatonic scale doesn't have that tension in it. Here we want the tension. It does sound good. Don't be afraid of it. Learn how to use it. So we get to that B note. Things just sound more melodic when we use the major 7. Like if we were in the key of G and I was showing you war bass. There it is. The 7th note of the G major scale is F sharp. That F sharp makes that sound the way it does. So guys, use those intervals. Play it diatonically. I'm not saying ditch the pentatonic scale, of course not, but don't be afraid to jump into this style of playing. So there's your B, and then we're going to use our pinky finger to grab the A note on the 7th fret of the D string. So recap. So there's our opening. Now I'm going to have you go G sharp. When we play a raised 7th minor scale, the 7th note of the minor scale is G. If we play a raised 7th, you get that great harmonic minor sound. So harmonic minor, we're using a raised 7th or the 7th note of the A major scale into an A minor scale. Now here's, so that's going to be the 6th fret of the D. That's what's making this harmonic minor. Back to the B note, 4th fret G, 5th fret B with the middle finger. Pinky's gonna grab 7G, middle finger 5G, first finger 4G. It's gonna be. Now we're gonna start running up the fretboard a little bit. 5th fret G, 7th fret D, back to the 5th fret of the G, 5th fret B, slide up to the 10th fret. Then we're going to go C, B, A. So we're going to go like this. CBA, 13, 12, 10 on that B string, and then we're going to run up like this. 12, 10 on the B, 13, 11 on the G, 14, 12 on the D, 15, 14 on the A. Now we're going to start with the same lick here, but over here, C, A, C, on the 15th fret of the A and the 12th fret of the A. Back to 15, 14, 14. 13, 12, 14. Here's the G sharp again. 13G, 14D, 13G, 12B, 12E, 15, 13, 12 on the B. exercise ever. And hold on, let's recap what this is actually showing us. Yes, now we know harmonic minor. Now we know to add the 4th and the 7th to our pentatonic scale to make them diatonic. But here's what it showed me. Here's how at 12 years old, here's how, when I got this exercise, here's how I connected the dots to help me move out of one box on the guitar. I noticed that if I moved up 5 frets, I have the same exact scale in a different order. So up here, from where the root position is, if we move up 5 frets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we come to an A note here. Now look, you have a C and a B and an A. Here's a G, an E, here's a D, and a C, and an A. 3rd position minor pentatonic. Then if you move up 2 frets, I said, wait a minute, they're the same notes. Oh yeah, 4th position A minor. So your 4th position minor pentatonic would go 12, 15, 12, 14, 12, 14, 13, 15, 12, 15, and then up here 17. Wait a minute, then I went 12th fret. If I move up 5 frets, I'm on the 17th fret. Oh wait. Now I'm back home, back in the pentatonic box. I think I just figured something out. I said, figured out if you just do a little bit of mental math, you go up 5, you go up 2 more, then you go up 5 more, you have the whole fretboard figured out. That's what this exercise showed me. I hope that's what it does for you. Put out more next time. So guys, one more time, here's that. All right, everybody. Slug wanted to say goodbye. Everybody say bye, Slug. But before we do, we're going to do more dog toy reviews next week. We'll see which toys can last a week with this guy who likes to destroy everything in his path. Everybody can see how vicious he is. Yeah, we know. But hold on. I'll tell you what did last the week. The elk antler lives. Slug, go play with that, buddy. Yeah, the elk antler's still alive. Look how excited he is. We'll see you next time on Dog Coffee Guitar. Oh, that was a good one.